global stage. Hi, I welcome you to my channel. My name is Dr. Ray and I want to talk to you about 7 key things to know about your health. You know, the number one basic need of our society since the foundation of the world has always been health. And health takes the center stage of every aspect of our lives, and therefore we need to pay extra attention to the status of our health. And WHO defines health as the complete state of well-being of a person, physically, emotionally, psychologically, and not just the absence of a disease or infection. And I personally define health as the well-being of a person, spirit, soul, and body. So what are these 7 fundamental truths you should know about the status of your health? They will be the cornerstone for the rest of your life as far as health is concerned. So take them seriously. They will go a long way to help you. And in no particular order, the first is your body mass index. And body mass index is defined as the measure of your body fat based on your weight and height. And it is a good gauge of your risk for certain diseases that occur with more body fat. And the higher your BMI, the higher the risk of certain diseases such as high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, gallstones, certain cancers, and other related cardiovascular diseases. So get to know about your BMI and monitor closely. The second is your blood pressure. And blood pressure is defined as the pressure at which your heart pumps blood against the walls of the arteries and the veins. And your heart is among the 5 most important organs of the human body. So if anything happens to the heart, it affects the rest of the body. And the average normal blood pressure of a person is 100 to 120 for systolic and 80 to 100 for diastolic. And your blood pressure can be low or high, and either of them is life-threatening. And certain factors such as age, physical activities, health conditions, and even environment can affect your blood pressure. So as a person, you need to know your average blood pressure by doing a routine check consistently. Any changes will pre-inform you, so you seek medical help immediately and accordingly. The next is blood cholesterol level. In simple terms, your fat or oil levels in your bloodstreams. And cholesterol is an important fat for the function of the human body. There are good cholesterols and there are bad cholesterols. And an increase in the good cholesterol is healthy for your body and vice versa. And an increase in the bad cholesterol is also dangerous to your body and vice versa. So knowing your cholesterol level and acting accordingly will save you from a lot of cardiovascular diseases and even neurovascular diseases. So do a routine test to check for your blood cholesterol level and seek medical advice accordingly. Don't forget to give us a like, share, and comment this video. The next is the level of your physical activity. I want to ask you, what is the level of your physical activity? Apart from your routine daily work you do, what other physical activities do you engage in? And a physical activity simply is that deliberate conscious exercise or activity that causes you to sweat to burn some calories and to keep fit. And if you want to live a healthy lifestyle and very mobile, then exercise is one of the key things you can't afford to ignore. For those who exercise are even healthier than those who don't exercise or even exercise less. And there are so many physical activities that you can engage yourself in. We have cardio, we have Kegel, we have stretches, we have masses, and the rest. So find out which exercise works for you and then begin to practice them. Number 5 is blood sugar. You know, our body produces sugar by itself and the liver does its job. And we also get sugar from the food we eat, especially the carbohydrates and the calories. And blood sugar is simply the recommended sugar or glucose level accepted by the blood for good health. And the normal average blood sugar level is between 3 to 5 millimole per liter. Anything higher or lower is life-threatening, and sugar, especially the external one, is responsible for a lot of conditions, and sugar itself is poisonous to the human body. And an increase in your sugar level will lead to diabetes, and diabetes is the deadliest disease in the world, even worse than high blood pressure and cancer. And mostly people get diabetes from what they eat. And once you get diabetes, other health conditions takes advantage of you and inflict your health. So do a routine blood sugar test to always be in check and seek the right medical advice accordingly. Now the next is your family history of health problem. And this is one key thing I think every one of us should be very interested in and find out, because knowing your past will give an insight into your present and then even into your future. And in our clinical settings, part of our history taking is asking patients about their family history of health problems such as hypertension, diabetes, stroke, rheumatism, gout, and the rest. And remember, you are the result of two families, both mother side and father side. And in these families, there may be certain health conditions that are very identifiable with them and could be hereditary. And if you find out about any family history of health problems, that will pre-inform you about your fate and how to prevent such problems from ever happening to you. So get to know about your family history of health problems. The last thing you should know about the status of your health is your blood type. And the human body is made up of three components. We have the plasma, the white blood cells, and the red blood cells. And there are two major blood systems. We have the ABO blood grouping system, and then we have the rhesus blood grouping system. And under the ABO blood grouping system, we have the A type, the B type, the AB type, and the O type. And why must you know your blood type? Number one is to avoid delay during emergency situation, because a delay while waiting to test for a blood type will lead to the death of that person in that emergency situation. And lastly is to avoid the giving or receiving of the wrong blood, which can lead to coagulation, and that could be fatal and lead to the death of that individual who is receiving the blood. So this is why you must know your blood type. So these are the 7 fundamental things every person has to know about their health. Tell me under the comment section of this video if there are any other thing I didn't mention that you think should be added to the 7 fundamental things you should know about your health. Kindly give us a like, share, and comment this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. God bless you. Backstage.